Hampshire Motor Speedway looked less like a racetrack and more like a moat yesterday as rain soaked the area. Today, a whole different story, a perfect backdrop for NASCAR's toughest series. The trucks are ready. We have to say thanks to the Roush Fenway Group for hosting our Truck Series crew at the Red Sox game last night. Boston fans love the connection between their beloved Sox and NASCAR. It's not a big green monster, but we'll soon go green in Loudon. It's truck racing. You're watching the setup exclusively on Speed.
And welcome to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Camping World RV Rental 200. We are in Loudon, New Hampshire. Yeah, and remember, we didn't have qualifying because of rain, and so they are setting the field by owner points. That means we've got our top two contenders right up front in this race.
And that will be fun to watch, too.
They both want those 5 points bad. They want to get that lead on the first lap.
How about a little advice here? Carl Edwards, one of the chase competitors, giving Colin Braun a little advice before the race starts. All the way throughout here, back through the pack, back in 14th and 15th. Those guys are side by side. Now Colin Braun and Jason White in the 6 and the 15.
Colin not quite able to make the pass. Colin leads our Rookie of the Year point standings right now. There's TJ Bell right there, the 7 truck racing with the 6 of Colin Braun. TJ's had some real good runs here lately in this TRG Chevrolet. Colin Braun fought back from an early incident last week at St. Louis for a top 10 finish. I know his guys were really pleased with the effort all around there for them to get that truck patched together and Colin to take that thing up into a top 10 finish.
Anytime you're pointed the wrong way on a short track and you're able to, like he was heading in the wrong direction, he got wrecked, and he's able to turn around and catch back up, that means you've got a really good truck, and the team did a great job on last week in St. Louis.
Adam Donnie Leah and Colin Braun have had a pretty good battle throughout the year in the Ray Bestis Rookie of the Year Challenge, but Colin Braun is leading him by about 20 points because Colin has been the top rookie in 5 different races. He said that is their big goal for the remainder of this season. Get that Rookie of the Year. They know that Conway's coming back next year. This is a continual learning process for Colin Braun and his crew chief Mike Beam to try to make this team better, but their #1 goal, win Rookie of the Year.
How about 60% of the time when he starts this race, he's in the top 10, Jack Sprague. That's a pretty good percentage, especially if you're talking baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you can hit 600 in baseball, you're going to make a lot of money.
You're doing pretty well. Donnie Lee in that 81 this week, just in front of the 6 of Colin Braun.
But right at the end of this last run, his truck got really, really loose. So he said, there's no way you can loosen me up anymore. So they had to tighten his truck up a little bit. Strange how the things change throughout the course of the race. We see a track bar adjustment on the Conway Ford for Colin Braun, his crew going to work. He will have pitted on lap 135. Also see Skinner coming down pit road. This should be the last round for all these guys to make it to pit road if we go green the rest of the way.
Yeah, Matt has the 7th spot right there. Kyle Busch has continually made progress. Remember, he came down pit road back on lap number 137. Just a handful of trucks came down pit road. Then he really had nothing to lose. He was towards the tail end of the lead lap trucks. Richie Waters able to make an adjustment on that truck. Looks like it made that truck better. Colin Braun right there, the Conway Ford right behind Kyle.
Track. Quapple up higher, keeping the momentum up, trying to stay in front of that 99.
I'll tell you, that big win at Michigan a few races ago for Eric Darnell really started him on a great little run. 6 of the last 8 races, top 6 finishes for Eric Darnell.
4 wide? Is that 4 wide?
Looks like 4 wide to me.
4 wide.
I love 4 wide here at Loudon.
4 wide. Oh, we got problems. Brendan Gaughan gets turned around, and right behind him, the Conway brake gets turned around. Around goes the 88 of Matt Crafton as well.
What an incredible turn of events right here for some of these guys. Matt Crafton, 3rd place in points. Gets turned around, does get it back going. There's Colin Braun, our rookie leader. A lot of damage to the front of that Conway Ford.
You can't go 4 wide. It's not going to work.
It didn't. We got a little fire there behind the 6.
That means his oil tank has busted. Oil cooler is busted.
Yeah. Or maybe it's, it looks like an oil fire versus a fuel fire.
We could see a red flag here.
Very wisely, Kyle pulls to the inside and gets in the grass. It appears as though the fire has gone out on that Ford.
Colin's going to jumping out of that truck.
Not going to stick around to make sure it's
a lot of times you guys as drivers are driving along and maybe don't know that you've got a fire behind you, and your spotter tells you, hey, you're on fire, you better jump out.
I generally know when I'm on fire.
Do you?
Generally.
Generally speaking.
Yeah, sometimes it could be under the hood and you really not know, as you mentioned, Rick.
Let's see if this 4-wide action, Phil, on the front straightaway is what led to this crash.
See Todd go by there, the 15 of Jason White. See Brennan, he got a little bit loose on the inside of Kyle Busch.
That started it.
That started, and then looked like the 6 of Colin Braun was spinning right behind that.
Yep. Jack Sprague got into the back of the 88. That's what got Matt Crafton turned around.
Matt's on pit road.
There's another view right here going in turn number 1. Rick Crawford right out in front of this 3 and 4 wide battle. The 10 and the 51 definitely made contact.
Yeah, there's 2 crashes going on, though. Somebody has got the back of Colin Braun and got him into the outside wall.
That 88 got turned around and kept right on going.
But he had to come to pit road, so it's going to cost him dearly. Brendan loses control of his truck, and for some reason the 6 went around behind these guys. He might have been looking at them saying, "Y'all are not going 4 wide, are you?" Then somebody run over him.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch right here. He's trying to get by the 30 of Top O'Dine. There's a 10 on the inside. Brendan gone. Remember now, Kyle Busch is thinking, I've got 2 trucks on the outside of me.
And you could hear his tires squealing. Somebody got into him, and he was about to spin out himself, but he made it.
Caution comes out. They'll get out of the gas. So damage to the 6. Didn't look like so much damage to the 88. The 10 got turned around and some more damage. The flames were rolling out of the back of the Conway Freight Ford F-150. So he pulled it onto the access road, jumped out, and now the safety crew attending to that vehicle. We will be right back with the green flag.